So today I'm going to be playing What Remains of Edith. So let's get right in.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay guys, I'm back. I
lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
No suena juego. De mi historia.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Down here?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
How do I get back up? Oh wait. How do I get back up? Oh, here.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoofprints.
Oh look, there's a deer. Oh man. Basketball hoop, the car. Oh my.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
That's a big house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Why? Let me open this.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
What is? Oh, why is she so fat? Oh. No. Oh my god.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Edie told me once that every finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
What? Oh my goodness, that is creepy. People are buried in their own library. That is creepy.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh, wait.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Wait, what? 1976 to 1977? He died when he...
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Let's go over here. And this fireplace. This is Molly's room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1940. Wow. That's awesome. Ooh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
What just happened?
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
And it worked, of course. In the game.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh my.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
This is Molly's room.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Just like I had no idea where all these was gonna lead. This is Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Let's see it.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
What? Now we're done. Go. I'm gonna check at the window again. I wanna go out.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ugh! Oh, you're disgusting, Molly. Ugh. Ew, 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 ew. Ew.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
That's bad. Or not like my candies will be all gone. Probably your sister ate.
Mom, can I come out now?
Nope.
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Aww.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh my god. No, don't tell. Ew, you're eating toothpaste? Disgusting, Mom.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Ooh, birdie.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
You turned into a cat? Are you
I was
serious?
a cat.
Oh, what? How did? Yeah, how do you turn into a
I
cat,
tried to be
girl?
quiet, but the
How?
bird was
You're
really
crazy.
scared.
How do you turn into a cat? What? I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just jumping
You gotta
around.
follow the bird.
Ah.
Go behind you.
Birdie, I want to eat you.
What game is it called?
The remains of Edith Finch.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Where did she go? Where did that bird go? Where did that bird go? Oh, there it is. Ah, let me get down.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Ooh, you got her. Huh?
Suddenly, I was an owl.
You're how do you turn into an owl?
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh my god. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me there's something that's gonna eat it.
Rabbits.
Oh, rabbit. Please don't tell me you're gonna eat the rabbit. No, don't eat the rabbit. No. Do not eat the rabbit. Do not eat the rabbit. What did I say? Do not eat the rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my
Oh
talons.
my god, I'm
I
disgusted.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
You didn't chew one
Then I
bit.
flew off to find something.
You're
to eat.
crazy, girl. Bro, you're crazy. Bro, what's wrong with you? Please don't tell me you see another rabbit.
A mama rabbit.
Oh my god. A mama. That's gonna be so juicy, but I don't care. And there it goes
She
again.
was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop
She's
eating.
choking and she couldn't stop eating. Okay, you're disgusting and
Suddenly,
weird, girl.
I was a shark.
How do you turn into a shark and you're out in the Are you supposed to be in water, little girl? Little shark? Aren't you supposed to be in water? Aren't you supposed to be in water? You would have been dead by now. What are you doing?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean.
Okay.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Whoa, this is actually cool. You. Who wants to get eaten? 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 Eaten. Who wants to get eaten? Who wants to get eaten? Okay, what is the... Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, the bubbles, I don't care. Where is the thing that I need? I need to eat something.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Why? Oh, I just... No, I know I'm controlling it, but I still don't want you to eat it. No!
I tore off your flipper and it tasted really good.
So you have a wrong mind, girl. You have a wrong mind. You have a wrong mind, girl. You gotta go to a therapy. You gotta go to a therapy. You have a wrong mind. You gotta go to a therapy. You are so wrong. What is happening? Where is this seal? I just want to get this over with. How long is it going to take us to find the same seal? Like a few years? I'm still... Oh, there it is.
I grabbed on tight.
Okay,
But I was so hungry, you have jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
That's a tentacle. Like...
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, God. Where am I supposed to go? What's the door here? Get out my way!
I was big, and I moved real quiet.
Oh my goodness, you have a freaking wrong mind. Get a therapist, okay? Get a therapist, and if you listen to me, you'll be fine. Get a therapist. And how can my arm, how can...
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I want to stop because you have a wrong mind. R.I.P. little good friend.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay, you have a wrong mind. So,
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
have a wrong mind. You have a wrong mind, so I think the thing that you're smelling is a therapist. And we're in the toilet, okay. This game is officially weirder than I
I got
thought.
closer and closer.
Okay, this is her room. Is she gonna eat herself? If you eat yourself, I'm literally gonna scream.
All of my
Oh, my
stomach
stomach.
started growling.
What? You make no sense, girl.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time.
Okay, you have a wrong
I
mind.
think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I will be the Girl, you have a wrong mind. Girl, get that out of here right now, girl.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, what's up? Ooh, I could go out. Yay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh,
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, the 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
that's the house that we're in. Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Oh.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Who has a bathroom?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay, just scrap this. Huh? Why do you
It
have
was a
bathroom?
pretty big trace.
Shut up. How do you have a bathroom that is just full of this and you're done? Why is this glued? Okay.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay, guys. So we checked out all of those rooms. So I just gotta want to support you. See, guys. I gotta leave it here. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss other videos like this. And yeah, guys. Bye.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe,